Counting double-digit thousands.
But we at least got one cheer. We did. That is good. Just, it's really difficult to get French fans in South Korea. You know,
that's true.
It's just there's not a whole lot of Overwatch fans here from France.
I've got to say the envious fans when it comes to global fans is certainly the 3-to-1 count in English is just makes me smile. That's the first time in any esport in Korea that's been done in English, which was a nice call out last time we saw envious, but.
Also, I believe sung Happy Birthday in English as well.
Effect, which is amusing in its own way, given that Effect, obviously, quite minimum on his English so far.
Mm-hmm. I was excited as well. It was my birthday the same day. Felt like I got a Happy Birthday song.
It can always be about you, Atlas. They're cheering for us. Lunatic fans are just excited to see you, Atlas.
I knew you were going to go to that.
So now we're seeing Rogue on defense opening up very aggressively. They're going to look to camp this most advanced building. It is just before the choke point here. They do have the Sombra on defense. They want to take the hacked health pack and potentially just surprise Lunatic, who are coming in with very much a standard 2-2-2 dive comp from Season 2.
I like it. The defensive flank option here is soon. Oh, he's immediately able to pick off Jaehong on the backside. A good start already. Gets himself some cheeky hacks. Is already up to 20%. Is answered by Eska. But that is more picks now for Rogue to start things off.
Eska's got 2, but you can see this fight is being fought on 2 sides.
Possibly the wrong front here, though, as Rogue pressing forward so aggressively. Zumba forced up onto the high ground here and does at least have that bionic grenade to keep him healthy.
Eska got a couple of picks in the front line. Basically, one way to answer such an aggressive hold is to try and backdoor onto the point and thus force them to come back, but wasn't able to complete that. Finally, though, they do back away, as you can see.
Once again, the flank, but Jaehong's going to survive this time. He's going to be in it soon. Has to snap himself back with that recall.
Jaehong's on Ana, wants to stay way out of the action. Lunatic have position on the point. Already 1 tick.
Yeah, already got in here. Bionic grenade just to keep Jaehong alive.
Nice sleep dart.
Oh, I feel like you almost don't need to say it because you just know that he's going to hit those, Papa Smithy. Pulse Bomb not going to find anyone here, and that's going to be Who Are You taking down Unko quite handily.
Yeah, Lunatic Zunba doing his bit. Jaehong exposed on the Zenyatta, instantly swapping onto Ana, and Rogue had to back away. You can't persist with that aggressive of a defense unless you're willing to go full spawn camp, like Envious pre-Season 1 did on King's Row famously, and Lunatic looking for the snowball capture.
Hack's going to come in.
Yeah, the EMP is actually stopping him from using the Nano Blade, so that's
And he's taken down immediately.
Yeah, Nano Boost wasted and no Nano Blade possible. Really good EMP timing from Soon.
Stunning.
Miro's had enough. He's accepted his fate.
He wanted some peanut butter. Thought there was some down the cliff.
So Soon opened up on the aggressive Sombra on defense. He's jumping on Tracer now. So Rogue, it's great to see they are varying both game plan and their hero choices.
Now the triple DPS defense out of Rogue with a couple of ultimates available at the moment.
But no Nano Blade. So very long way away. So let's see if
Nor do they have the sound barrier either.
But do they want to go for an eco push here and just, well, they've killed AKM, so maybe that game plan's out of the window.
Yeah, at least for the moment. A sound barrier comes out for Lunatic High. Nico's going to be slept and taken down by Zumba there as well.
Solo dive onto Jaehong never works. He always hits that sleep dart.
Well, Nox is doing the very best that he can, but Who Are You throws out the Dragon Blade once again. Look at how close to the spawn he is. And it's Lunatic High already taking position on this point, trying to claim the second one here and end this extraordinarily quickly. 5 minutes still on the clock as Who Are You goes down very low, but does survive. Nox answers, but Toby's able to take him out, making that a 1-for-1. AKM's back, trying to get some kills. Still 25% away from that tack visor.
Yeah, both Genji's getting pretty low value Dragon Blades. Who Are You got chunked out and thus had to leave the point. Winston on the point was basically dead, so had to leave as well. So no ability to actually get multiple members on the point, so no percentage capture here. So at least from a Rogue perspective, they can regroup.
Well, they'll have quad ultimates very, very soon as AKM and Wins both charging up. Attack Visor with the nano boost will be available.
First pick onto AKM led to the first pick. Trade of kills. Both Tracers go down.
Yeah, Bionic Grenade does fly out onto Nox. Has to get himself out of there in case he was picked. When you're playing this single tank, it's so important to keep that front line alive. As Miro, he's going to dive in onto the point. Hanging out on the roof here as he jumps down onto AKM, but he's taking so much damage. Attack Visor now available for AKM. We'll see when he decides to throw it down, but right now it's good defensive positioning as Huayu's going to get slept off the back end. And that's going to be the Attack Visor thrown out with that nano boost. But Lunatic Kai say, well, see you later. Do our best to get the heck out of here, and with 2 picks now down, they're just going to regroup.
But after the sleep dart went down, was it necessary to invest both the nano boost and the attack visor? Because already we saw Lunatic High were leaving the point, so double ultimate investment, probably unnecessary. Great to see Unko hitting the sleep dart there. Yep. Notable that he's not on the Zenyatta. It was teams forcing him onto things like Mercy, where Rogue first looked weak and vulnerable in this tournament, so hitting that sleep dart probably did a world of good for his confidence.
Well, we'll see whether he can keep it up here because they have to hold for another 3.5 minutes. Nico does have that Dragon Blade still available. Primal Rage is there as well. And you're right, only 40% on that particular ability. Dragon Blade does come in and he gets the first pick. The reset onto Esker, and he's still trying to cut them down. Sound Barrier is doing a great job to try and stop him, but he isn't going to get taken, and Soon's going to be able to take down that mech. That is so important to stop the defense from Lunatic High. An extra couple of kills, so Rogue once again staving off Lunatic High.
And I want to mention that is a successful Dragon Blade. They took out a support ultimate off the point and also got a pick. So the fact that he wasn't getting multiple kills was not the objective. Many times you pop that Dragon Blade just to pick up support ultimates and slow down a potential push from Lunatic High.
Well, they're diving very, very far in, and Rogue are actually going to be able to get 3 kills once again, stopping Lunatic High from regathering themselves. That is huge.
So triple DPS finally being run from Rogue. We already mentioned during the pre-game that they've largely been playing standard 2-2-2 with Nico on the Diva. Finally, as Genji's showing some good stripes, and Lunatic High have adjusted. Zunba's going to be jumping on the Roadhog. One of the big criticisms for Lunatic High, and that was admittedly in Season 2 where they went on to be champions, so how big a criticism can it be, was their lack of Roadhog player, and it is Zunba flexing onto it this time.
See whether this is going to be a little bit more successful.
Sleep Dart hits onto AKM.
Not going to be too much gain from it just yet, as Lunatic High is able to then finally grab a couple of kills, but they've invested a lot of ultimates into it. Transcendence comes out to try and defend, but Wins maybe a little bit late on that one, as Nox is still going to die. And Wins is going to lose his life as well. Lunatic High pack onto the point. Are they going to get the respawns out in time, though? This is so close, and it's looking like it is. So Lunatic High take the second point and make it very difficult now for Rogue to stay alive.
Big plays from the supports. Predictably, another long-range sleep dart from Jaehong. Catches AKM with a great position, trying to watch the camp. But of course, jumped in, instantly killed a support and also AKM. And then on the point, Toby gatekeeping with the boop, which actually killed AKM embarrassingly, but more importantly, kept them from the reinforcements from getting on to contest. So decent time bank without being overwhelming for Lunatic High, and see a bit of sideways glances from Rogue. They still have a chance. A minute 39 is a small time bank. We have seen, what was it, 6-minute 40 time banks on Hanamura this season. So again, not out of the realm of possibility. Rogue showed us a cool strategy with a very aggressive defense with the Sombra. Let's see what their attack strategy is, because they're going to need to show us something special.
They certainly are. Lunatic High did a fantastic job capping that first point very, very quickly. So Rogue's defense was admirable. And with that time bank of only 140, like you mentioned, I mean, this is nothing that's insurmountable, but they still need to cap the second point. Lunatic High just need to try and turtle up as best they can. We know that their counter dive, incredibly good. Do they have anything else planned here for defense on Hanamura? We'll see whether something new is going to fly through. And once again on the Ana.
And their scouting, of course, is very easy. You know, they have a very good idea of what they expect Rogue to be running on the map. Everyone right now, at least, and of course still plenty of time, 25 seconds, is on their standard meta picks. We'll see if Rogue do change things up, but so far this tournament the answer's been no.
Yeah.
Plenty of fans here, and some interested fans also watching on to see if Lunatic High can finally push on.
Interestingly enough, Papa Smithy, who has flexed onto the Tracer? It's going to be Esker picking up the Assaulter this time around. Yeah.
Ana and Tracer added to his hero pool.
And his Ana look good, Papa Smithy?
Opening from Rogue is their very standard triple DPS they made their name with.
They are going to just steamroll this point up to the left side. They get to the high ground, but they really only have eyes for getting towards the point very, very early on.
Yeah, they want to dive a single person. So far, great kite back from Lunatic, so no one's been caught out yet.
You going very aggressive, and that dash is going to get him back there. AKM's going to be slept on the back end. How does Jaehyung hit these? Right through the Soon dancing around, but Esker's
Miro's
not
really low. Miro does die first. That's their only tank next to the Diva down.
It's only going to be Unko traded as well, as Lunatic High do make it a 2-for-1.
They have the advantage of terrain. No Reinhardt shield, of course. No Reinhardt played at all in this map, so only the play around terrain when you've got no Winston to potentially counter dive. So success from Lunatic High. First push not successful.
Yeah, Nico supposed to throw out that reflect.
Nico push though. All three of the DPS at 75% charge or more.
Yeah, Win's almost having that sound barrier here as well on the side of Rogue.
Nice
so
double from Who Are You?
Yeah, wow, big pop. Lunatic High, yeah, okay. Rogue just going to throw themselves into reset mode. And Who Are You? Showing off, showing his flexibility.
Everyone's spinning.
Anya.
Lunatic High players spinning around in celebration. Rogue fans spinning around. When it comes to damage control, it'll be very interesting in retrospect to talk about Rogue's impact on this tournament, given they might go out in groups but still shape it with their innovation with triple DPS.
Yeah, and I mean, it's a story of the group draw being pretty difficult when you're talking about Rogue's chances.
Thanks, OGN.
Well, how that works, the stick's gonna come in, that's the double kill from Soon onto Jaehyung and Esker. This could be the opportunity. They throw down the sound barrier trying to consolidate this, but Unko still falls. They do gain some control. First tick's going to come in. Lunatic High will see whether they want to invest into trying to hold on to this one, but I don't think it's a great idea as Who Are You's going to fall. Nico grabs Miro at the same time, and Rogue are going to be able to grab this, and they didn't even need to use all of the ultimates that they had saved up.
But Lunatic High coming back in means they're going to be at least a little bit slower to get the formation on the second point. Triple DPS diving in with two big ultimates might be effective, but Nox dying first is actually a big point to talk about. Jaehyung getting in with the biotic grenade off screen. They're going to have to wait for the Winston, so the instant attempt at capturing the second point will not happen. All about the time bank now. Lunatic High with a pretty conservative 1 minute 39 in the bank. Rogue do have 4 ultimates and soon to be 5 with the pulse bomb. Let's see if they can work out a way to actually get a massive advantage time bank-wise.
Fire grenade onto Nico. He does have to be quite careful. Can't actually use that Dragon Blade just yet, but now see whether he is able to throw that one through, get something started. But look at this, Lunatic High, 6 ultimates on the board versus the 5 of Rogue.
And now it's all about bluffing. Who can draw ults out of the opponent without giving things up? There's the first ult.
Yeah, Primal Rage comes out as well, but there's the tack visor. Lunatic High pick up 3 very, very early on, but does have the self-destruct. Not going to need it just yet. They have just pushed Rogue back, buying themselves ever more time. So 4.5 minutes. Rogue still with plenty of opportunities to try and get this one done, but not a lot of ults remaining on the side of Lunatic High.
Yeah, you don't feel bad if you're Rogue. They didn't invest when they had already seen 2 come through. Nano Visor, Primal Rage, all down. Pulse Bomb as well, but that's obviously only worth a half mention. Rogue used nothing and is still waiting on their sound barrier.
Who Are You's going to win the Tracer battle?
All this means more kiting back, more time being wasted by Lunatic High.
Yeah, getting these single picks is just really, really important. You never want to invest into a 5 versus 6, especially when you've got so many resources that Rogue really want to hold on to. So the more time they can grab, the more important it's going to be.
And it feels like this is the moment. You know, maybe we eulogize them too early, but this push, you know, the moment they invest ultimates, they probably will not have a better shot. This is for their spot in the tournament, Rogue. We're waiting for them to look for a spot, a single pick, and I think they'll really invest.
Well, Lunatic High have thrown down the sound barrier to try and stave them off. Nico's Dragon Blade is there, but with this extra shielding, it's so hard to get anything done. There's the answering sound barriers. The self-destruct is going to come in, not going to find any kills. As Zumba can now get straight back into the mech and does so successfully. Nico picks up that kill onto Toby. But is it going to be enough to try and snowball this one through? I just don't know whether it is. Tack visor comes in from AKM, but he runs away immediately.
Yeah, the nano boost onto the Primal Rage stopped him.
Rogue, look at all of these kills. Toby has gone back to the main, so you know that there is some desperation here for trying to hold on to this point.
It's attack visor, but it's gone down, has Eska.
Toby in trouble. So many kills
But
coming
it's
in.
one for ones.
Yeah, they just don't have enough left to try and hold on to this point.
That means the crowd dies down, the action dies down, and on the face of it, Rogue, with 6 ultimates available, were not able to pick up the capture, not even more than just a single tick onto point B here.
Oh, there's a Helix rocket. Nico not able to reflect that one as soon. Oh, there it is. Eska grabs a couple of DPS on the side of Rogue, and that's going to buy some more precious seconds for Lunatic High. Rogue's chances slipping by.
And you see they're making swaps. You know, Nico's jumped off the Genjis onto the D.Va now, but that's only going to be space control or a shutdown job at most.
Yeah, self-destruct also can do some work on Hanamura if you catch people unawares.
And if you eco push here, you're going to get an overtime cap at best, which gives Lunatic High free opportunity to get a single tick onto point A on their attack and win the map.
And they did the attack on the first point so incredibly effortlessly. First time they saw them. We're going to try and get this done as quickly as they can, but you can see now we're ticking to that time bank of Lunatic High, and we are going to be over it. It's going to happen this second.
The Road needs something, you know? You need an ultimate, you need a game changer.
Well, exactly.
They don't have a Roadhog to get a quick pick. They don't have a McCree to get a double headshot, so they kind of need ultimates to make this comp work. That's how it works when you have a very standard 2-2-2. Not even a dive from Rogue as well. Transcendence is used off-screen by Unko.
Yeah, actually, right there on the high ground, but it looked like it was more just to try and keep himself alive. Not exactly coordinated, but Rogue are able to grab a bunch of kills.
That's 2.
Yeah. Ryu and Zumba and his mech both going to be taken down. Rogue keep themselves alive. There it is. They're doing so much work here. We're very close to that full cap. Yeah. Oh my god, Rogue, can they actually do it? At least Lunatic High are holding on for the moment, but AKM on this high ground, it's like fish in a barrel. Gets one with his tack visor. It's worn off now, but he's still able to get the work done. Miro has the use of the Transcendence, but that's going to wear off. Can they actually get this one done? We're down to 30 seconds.
1 for 1 at this point. Now it's a 2 for 1 though, but remember the respawns are still pretty timely.
Yeah. You can see Jaehong, he's the one on maid duty now, buying as much time as he can. Throws down that wall, and once again, he's going to be okay. But Lunatic High still under the full assault of AKM, who's getting so much work done. Self-destruct isn't going to be able to get the kill into him as Miro's trying to deal with this soldier and does so effectively. Very, very close to getting taken down as Eska doing what he can to get rid of Unko. That's going to be the kill. And oh my god, it was so close for Rogue. But 3 seconds now on the clock. They've lost 2. Lunatic High still losing more, but oh my... It's just
going to be turned around. Lunatic High's getting these respawns, and here's May.
Sitting on that point, Jaehong, it's more of a celebratory move as the overtime ticks down. They are capped once again, and that is going to be the kill onto Soon. Rogue, everyone trying to run back, but they can't do it, and that's going to be that. Lunatic High with the 3-0, sending Rogue home this early in the tournament, Papa Smithy.
And commiserations to Rogue, who really did shake up the Korean meta. Gone was just the standard dive and the triple tank. During the break, just a couple of weeks between Season 2 and Season 3, all the Korean teams scrimmed with triple DPS. We saw so many teams opening with it in the first weeks of this tournament. Some soft counters have come through, but triple DPS is still one of the dominant strategies here in Korea. And we know Rogue can play that, but our question every time out was, what can they flex? What can they show? And they showed some things, but if you think about it, it was very much late in this match. It was in this attack phase on Hollywood, the second map. It was their aggressive defense on point A of Hanamura, where again they were already down 2-0. So Rogue, still some smiles between these players. They are still a very important team, but they will not be a team pushing forward in this tournament. And Lunatic High will be leaving Group A in first.